Hello and thanks for joining us for this week's version of PS Did You Know, a newsletter all about primary services. Now listen, last week we showcased the best of the best for last month. Joe King, Angela Stamalos, George Bacchus, and of course Duff Rubin, who his team in Florida brought in a record $313,000 in mortgage revenue. So a big shout out to all of them. But listen, this week is really special. I'm joined by our Executive Vice President from the Central Region, Greg Rand, and my boss. Greg, thanks for joining us today.
That's my pleasure. Yeah, so I have been, as you know, for years obsessed with consumer behavior and changes, and not just real estate, like really everything. I just think it's fascinating. And was reading and listening to some things recently about how much the American consumer has leaned towards convenience as the primary driver of decision making, right? And the kind of examples you see around us are obviously the juggernaut that is Amazon, but also a funny example, like does anybody out there still buy their television from the cable company and their internet from the internet company and their phone from the phone company because they like their life to be miserable and complicated?
Great point.
And they're stubborn about changing? Or do we always buy the bundle now, right? I was thinking about, this is the one that really struck a chord with me. Everybody's concerned about privacy, right? Cyber theft, everything else.
Yeah.
And yet, I've got Alexa listening at all times in 4 rooms of my house. I've got my phone in my pocket listening all the time because of how convenient Siri and Alexa are to talk to. And I know they're listening, but yet the ease of use and the convenience still drives. So I went and started looking for data supporting how consumers apply that mindset towards real estate. And an old theme came forward. There's a video in this newsletter that I'm walking you through in 5 minutes, a Nar study on the one-stop shop, and how there's these overwhelming numbers of consumers that perceive that buying the bundle from us is an easier way to buy a house. And so check it out. It's again 5.5 minutes of your life. It's not gonna ruin anything in terms of killing too much time, but it explains in a way that's unmistakable that customers actually are choosing real estate agents and real estate companies based upon how well they present this idea of doing it all easier under one roof with one team. So I hope you like it.
Oh, excellent. Greg, listen, thank you very much. You've got, this whole topic is so hot right now, and you've got such a great history of knowledge and skill around this topic. Thank you for taking the time to share this with us. I know this will be something we'll be talking about in the future more and more because it just gets bigger and bigger. The more you look at it, the more relevant it gets, the more important it gets. So thank you for your time. Thanks for your leadership. And thanks everybody. Check out the newsletter. There's lots of great information in this week's newsletter. And next week, we're going to be talking more about who all's heading to Mexico in 5 short weeks and how we can get a couple more folks there. So thanks. Have a great week. We appreciate it.